What is the difference between being a realist and being somebody who's just negative? What's going on, ladies and gents in Cyberland? Coming back to you with another life real estate video. And this was something that I felt I needed to kind of discuss because I've noticed that when I've had discussions with people, some people don't understand the difference between something that someone who's being a realist and then someone who's just being negative. The reason why I say that is because there's been a lot of drama that has been going on for the past, really since 2020 and beyond, or I'd say really before that, really since 2016, whoever you want to talk to. And unfortunately, it's gotten to the point, well, I think it's gotten to the point a long time ago, where if you say, for example, I'm not going to go political on this, but I am going to say, I'm going to speak on the movie industry. The movie industry in general has been making shit. They have been making bad film after bad film after bad film. And I say that's not being negative, that's being realistic. Why? Because these films are not making money. They're spending anywhere from 100 to 300 million to make a movie. And that doesn't include advertising. And the film is not only not making that money back, it's making, so if the film costs 300 million, it's barely making 110. And this is a repeated situation. This is not an isolated incident. This is going on over and over and over again. And the numbers that's what the numbers are stating. Whether I like the film or whether I don't like the film doesn't matter. The fact is, the movie industry currently for the last, I'd say last couple years, I don't want to say a decade because I haven't checked all the numbers, but I would definitely say for this year right now, 2023, for the most part, the movie industry has not been making money. Whether that is based around politics or content that parents don't feel is appropriate for their children to see, or it's the fact that adults don't want to see certain type of movies, or the fact that people are burnt out on a certain type of genres. The reality is, most of the films that have come out this year so far that have been in theaters have not made a profit. That is not being negative. That is being a realist. Negative is saying that every movie that's coming out is going to suck. It's going to be trash. It's not going to be good. It's going to be pushing an agenda. It's going to be about politics. It's trying to tell me that I'm a bad person if I don't vote a certain way. That's being negative and a little bit of a cynic. Now, I think the problem with people, though, is they don't understand that when you have a viewpoint, that doesn't mean you're being negative, especially if you're saying, hey, so far, and I'm literally not gonna hold my tongue with this. Indiana Jones was not a profitable film. The movie one that came out this year, it was a flop. That's the reality. It didn't. People were not excited to see it. People already have problems with Disney for other reasons, and they weren't going to financially support the film, and the numbers showed. That's not being negative. That's being a realist. Negative is to say the movie was trash, and it was going to be trash even before it came out. Even though if you don't know what the story is, you haven't seen it, that's being negative. Another example, Super Mario Brothers, Barbie, and the recent animated Spider-Man film, even though I haven't seen it. All of those have been a profit. They have all made a good amount of money, especially Super Mario and Barbie. Barbie made, I think, over $1 billion already. I'm not a fan of Barbie. I have no interest in watching Barbie. However, I can't knock the people that starred in it, and I can't knock the company who made the film or that they made a profit. Good for them. The reality is they made a profit. The negative side of that is to say that the movie Barbie was a piece of shit, and it shouldn't have made that money. That's my opinion, and I'm not saying that is my actual opinion, because I don't have an opinion on Barbie. I just have no interest in watching it. But that, you see where I'm going? It's like people really got to stop thinking when you make a statement that is actually a fact, even though the fact is not something that's in a positive light. That doesn't mean it's negative. See what I'm saying? Indiana Jones, the 5th film, was a financial flop. That's not saying the film was bad or that it was gonna be a flop. It's just saying it did not make budget. It not only it didn't make the budget back, it didn't even make a profit. That's realistically stating the information. And the reasons for that are pretty obvious. I think we as a people have gotten so disconnected and so involved with ourselves that we think our way is the only way. I don't think my way is the only way. However, I look at it like this, and this has become my point, is that no matter how much I like superhero films, no matter how much I may like this or like that, if it's not making a profit, then maybe the film maybe whoever's making, like, for example, Marvel right now is not making a profit like they did. They haven't really been making a great profit since Phase 3. I'm not the biggest fan of the films that have come out as of late. And the reality is they need to probably step back and reorganize how they're going to move forward. That's not being negative, it's just stating a fact. You look at the numbers from films from Phase 3, look at the numbers Phase 4, they're just not there, whether it's because people are tired or they don't like the characters or they don't like the fact that Disney has been pushing an agenda of trying to get, or just trying to push a certain narrative. People have checked out. They don't feel the need to support it anymore. Now, to me, that's not being negative. That's just stating the facts. Those are facts. And no matter how many superhero films that I like or I would love to see, if they're not marketable, if they're not going to make money, then they're not necessarily going to get made. And it doesn't matter what I have to say about it. And that's the name of the game in anything, is that people need to stop getting in such a hissy fit about something if it goes against how they feel. You gotta take your feelings out of it. If it's something like, you go to a restaurant and it's a product that's not selling, that people don't eat, well, why continue to have it on the menu? It's not selling, people don't like it, get rid of it. That's being a realist, as opposed to being negative, just saying, "Oh, this food just sucks," or or you go to a restaurant and the food's gonna be terrible. You're already walking in with that mindset. Realist is that, oh, I could walk in and the food could be good or it could be bad. Well, let's just see what happens. And people really got to start deciphering the two. I think your life would be a lot better if you're able to do that, as opposed to just automatically taking what somebody says and saying you're just being negative. No, I'm stating a fucking fact. The film, like for example, as I said before, the majority of the films that have come out this year have been financial flops. They have not been making a profit. Well, you're just being negative. No. Here are the numbers. It's a fact. Well, you're just saying that because it's films you don't like. No, actually, I did like, this film, or I did like that film. It's just, it did not make money. And I'm only saying movies just because, that's my avenue. I can't speak on clothing or other stuff that people tend to take part in. I wouldn't know. It's just movies is my thing, so I know that much. So with that being said, I will catch you guys on the next one. Take care.